All right. So getting back to the review of impeachment, let's go one more time with Vindman. They tried to get rid of Vindman. They tried to undercut his testimony, which basically said, like, I heard the Bidens came up multiple times. I went and how are they going to undercut this guy who shows up with a Purple Heart on his chest in a uniform? Basically the classic American story, right? He came over here as immigrants, and his two brothers are also in the service, and one of them is actually the NSC. Well, you got to make the guy seem like he's crazy, like he's unbalanced. And apparently Tim Morrison, who came into his job late. Morrison's a very strange character. We'll talk about him soon. He replaced Fiona Hill at the NSC, but then he resigned like 3 or 4 months later. Supposedly that was always the plan, which is a weird thing to do in and of itself. But here's Jim Jordan trying to raise, like, there's some questions about your judgment, Lieutenant Colonel Vindman. And Vindman basically, exposes, no pun intended when we talk about Jim Jordan.
So your boss had concerns about your judgment. Your former boss, Dr. Hill, had concerns about your judgment. Your colleagues had concerns about your judgment. And your colleagues felt that there were times when you leaked information. Any idea why they have those impressions, Colonel Vindman?
Yes, Representative Jordan. I guess I'll start by reading Dr. Hill's own words, as she attested to in my last evaluation that was dated middle of July, right before she left. Alex is a top 1% military officer and the best Army officer I've worked with in my 15 years of government service. He is brilliant, unflappable, and exercises excellent judgment.
So
it was exemplary during numerous visits, so forth and so on, but I think you get the idea. Mr. Morrison, the date of that was, let's see, I'm sorry, July 13th. So, Mr. Jordan, I would say that I can't say why Mr. Morrison questioned my judgment. We had only recently started working together. He wasn't there very long, and we were just trying to figure out our relationship. Maybe it was a different cultures, military culture versus.
And Colonel, you never leaked information?
I never did, never would. That is preposterous that I would do that.
Okay. Now, keep in mind, okay, the meeting where Bolton says it's a drug deal is July 10th. Fiona Hill leaves 2 days later. She hands it over to Morrison. Morrison's already resigned. We're talking 5 months. He already resigned, and he claims he was always going to do that. Morrison's a very sketchy figure, and he comes up next after Vindman. So that's Vindman's testimony there. And that was pretty devastating. And basically what the Democrats are doing, they've been rolling this stuff out.